You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. Roland Martin Unfiltered. Folks, many of us were talking about, of course, what took place on Saturday with all of the audio issues with Teddy Riley and Babyface in their versus battle. Then on Monday, when they had round two, they get all together, folks like me headed home, finished the show. This came up. This is what we saw. If you were using certain devices, go to my iPad, please. We're having trouble loading this live video. So many people were trying to get on, and then it began to cause people to say, well, hey, is there anything else? Is there anything, like, can we have our own? What about our own live streaming service? Can we truly control the product as opposed to hundreds of thousands of people signing up for Instagram, making them money? And that's really what was happening there. Well, my next guest says the answer is yes, that we can actually do that. We can actually create our own, build our own. And so right now I want to talk to a couple of folks. One of them, of course, is the pioneer founder, Public Enemy, Chuck D. He has been in partnership and working in business with Marcel, who invented an app that actually, he says, you know what, will blow Periscope, Instagram out of the water. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good, man. It was great coming on the heels of your last two guests.
Well, that's
great. It's along the same line, right?
Well, that's why we set it up that way.
Yeah, bro.
So first off, Chuck, how did you two connect? How did you and Marcel connect?
I've been having Rap Station, and Rap Station is a 10-station channel portal in partnership with Live 365 that gets into the curation and the total eloquence narration of rap music and hip hop. And I met Marcel through our general manager, Andrea, and Marcel is our app developer. And Marcel is one of those geniuses that when people look around, how come we don't have these people, or how come we don't have these portals that actually get our content and our situation over? He's one of those geniuses that end up partnering up with a super mega company and keeps on making all these inventions and innovations. And he's one of those guys. So I'm blessed and fortunate to have some of my ideas, since I've been swimming around in cyberspace since 1999, from Prince and awarding. Yesterday I put up a picture of me and David Bowie, because I was awarding David Bowie the Yahoo Internet Man of the Year in the year 2000 or 99, one of those 2 years. So that's how long I've been doing it. Back in the day when you had to convince people that having an email doesn't mean the government's on their back. So meeting Marcel is this one man. That's why he has one name, Marcel, just like Prince, formerly known as, and he's on the line to speak for himself, because he's been saying for the longest period of time, man, if I'm in the area of distribution, content, music control, and stuff like that, and at the end of the day, I see that the people at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Marcel says he has something, and he's been saying this for the longest period of time. So here we are, Brother Romo.
All right, Marcel, tell us, what is it?
It's like you said, it's an app that will rival the majors that we deal with, and like I kind of mentioned to Chuck, I said, hey, Chuck, you know what, man? I'm on Mars, and everybody on planet Earth, I keep hearing them say, hey, look, we need this kind of app, but I don't have a voice. So I said, let's call Brother Roland, and let's let them know that we do have this, because I've been working with Chuck for a couple of years now with his app, and I've also built an app for, like, what I try to do is pull out the radio pioneers. There's a guy named Paul Porter who practically started KISS FM in D.C., right? And other people like that. Mark Clark is another one. His wife, Allison Seymour, is a 20-year veteran of Fox 5 D.C. I built an app for them. So really just bringing them into the fold over the last 5 or 6 years. When this live streaming became popular, I just wanted to build like I had my own. I wanted, because I come from radio. I'm a 30-year radio veteran. I wanted to have an app too where I can kind of control it. So it's good to hear that everybody's on this. Let's control it now. And it's time for me to say, hey, look, guys, I can help you with that. But I built an app for people, just like you saw Teddy Riley and Babyface. They did their thing, but they're putting it out there where they're not getting paid for it. And there's a big thing called shadow banning, and I know you're familiar with that, Roland. Mm-hmm. But they're not even letting us get our content out. This is America, too. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran, and I fought for my country so we can have freedom of speech. And these people have the audacity to kill out freedom of speech while they get paid. So my app is about freedom of speech. It does what these others do and more, right? And we're not going to be curbing anybody's freedom of speech. And built into it, you should be getting paid, and you can get paid for when you use it. So that's just where I am with it.
What's the app? What's the name of it? And then when will the public be able to access it?
New Media TV is my brand, so that's it. And we're gonna hopefully, with Apple's approval. I just did an update. It was in beta testing, so I just did an update. Shout out to my beta testers. Appreciate you guys. And hopefully by Friday we'll be able to release this. If not, the following week. So Apple, if you're watching, release our stuff. No, but really, so hopefully by Friday. Definitely.
So folks should be able to go to the Apple the Apple App Store, as well as the Google Play. Type in New Media TV, NU Media TV, to be able to download the app.
And then also people could go to rapstation.com/app to be able to get the Rap Station app, and mm-hmm. the live streaming service will also be in conjunction with Marcel's company on the Rap Central station. So it's live and popping. So from my aspect, it's taken, since our music is bastardized as rap and hip hop, but it's around the world in 116 countries. It's a great opportunity for us to not only get involved, but people that have wanted to be startups and stuff like that, for them to be engaged instead of ending up finding a dead end road with Twitter or Instagram, which Instagram has a whole lot of roadblocks up. And you might have your stuff taken down on YouTube or whatever. So this is something that's necessary for us. And the first ones that come along is going to be the bearers of the fruit. Like I said, I've been involved with this like 25 years, but to run into a person like Marcel, he's a saving grace to actually put 10 more years into going and connecting around the world.
Marcel, when you talk about this app, once it goes live, will it be open? Where is it free sign up like Instagram is, like Periscope is, like Facebook? How are you setting that up?
Absolutely not. I think one of the problems with these platforms right now is because it's free. It's a free for all, and unfortunately, it skews a bunch of people who just, with nothing to lose, they come in, they want to just bring down the platform. I mean, we've all experienced that. But it's just a small.
So what you mean? What you mean? Trolls.
Trolls.
Got it. So how much will it cost? So you say it'll be a one-time fee? Yeah,
it's just going to be a small fee too, and we're still actually up till probably time that we get the okay, because me and my team, we're still kind of grappling a little bit with the price, but it's just going to be a small fee. So you'll be able to see it once the app comes out.
Hey,
Chuck, go ahead.
Hey, listen, Roland. How many people out there? I'm talking about creators. Still got SoundCloud burns. They still got MySpace burns. They got all these burns, as everybody kind of offers you the cookie or the cracker, so to speak. They go bite it and find out all their content is loaded up in the middle of something that they could wipe away with a swipe of a hand. So yeah, to do this at a clip of $1 or whatever, you know what? That's separating the bitter from the sweet.
And in fact, what you're talking about, and that happened with MySpace, where all of that content got completely wiped, and they were like, "My bad."
Yo, man, and I'm trying to tell you, putting all your stuff up on Facebook. Look, one thing Marcel had taught me, he said, all these systems that y'all putting on Twitter and all, and Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, and especially Bookface, let me tell you, they talk about virus now in real life, they one hack away from your stuff being wiped, and then a whole bunch of, oh, well, my bad. And in order, go ahead, tell them what you tell me, Marcel, all the time. One hack away. That should be a name of a theme. One hack away from all your ish being wiped, gone.
That sounds like the next PE album. One hack away.
One hack away.
Marcel, go ahead.
One hack away is going to happen one day. Now, you know what, though? He's absolutely right. And I've been trying to drill this into everybody that I come in contact with, because it's true. And, just like we had the coronavirus, look, who would have thought? I live in Vegas. Who would have thought they would shut down Vegas and New York at the same time, right? And they did. California and everywhere else. And same thing can happen. Wait till, and I don't know if they're going to do it on purpose or somebody will do it, trying to bring down whatever. But wait till you can't get on to your favorite social media, right? And it's a week, and then it's 2 weeks, and then it's 3 weeks. You're gonna realize just how much you're dependent on it, and you're gonna wish that you had your own platform. So here's two things here, Roland and Chuck. We're not just talking about my platform that's going to rival these others, right? But we're also talking about get your own platform, okay? So that when you have a platform and you're on a platform like mine that's going to totally allow you to have free speech and make money in it, right? But you also are going to be able to make sure that you bring those people that you meet in my platform over to the platform that you own, preferably an app, so you can send notifications and do the same thing in your app, right? And then if something should happen to me, you've got your own. Do not rely on any of us to be your sole area that you're putting your content. Now, let me say this too about getting paid. I've made it so that, well, I can't say that because they may be listening. I've made it so that you can get paid instantly. No more of this, the developer, get a percentage, and then Apple gets a percentage. I made it so you make that deal with your audience right inside the app when you go live, and you decide if you want to charge for your content or not. You made it. It's yours. I have no business getting any of your money, and nor do anybody else. And this is how it has to be. So that's where I am.
All right.
Yeah, brother Romo, we always on a year and a half delay. You call it the 18-month delay, because 18 months is like the joke that you finally get 18 months later. It's too late, man. It's like whoa. Yeah. I'm telling you. And right now, and I'm just saying my last point is like this whole scenario the last 2 months is the official ushering from citizens into now being netizens. And now, since they created cyberspace, more people are netizens than they really are citizens, because their citizen rights are revoked. So they're netizens now. So if you're a netizen, that means you have to be net literate. And most people are not net literate. So when you told something across the net to tell you how to live in this world that they created called the net, it behooves you to pay attention to what real estate you can own in that world, universe.
And I got one last piece I'd like to add, if it's okay, Roland.
Go ahead.
One of the things that I also see on the horizon is I want to build also within Chuck's app. I want Chuck to have his own portal for live streaming, right? I want him to have his own Periscope kind of app built right into where his app is. Also, let's just say, I don't know if you're in the religious culture, whoever the big religious head would be, they need their own, right? And that pulls all of these people who would naturally go to one of these other big behemoths to use them and then have to encounter all this foolishness. Now, those people will go to that one, and they'll go to the hip-hop one with Chuck. They'll go to the black one with mine or whoever's, right? And and so forth. That's going to slowly pull those people off and dry up these people who just treat us poorly out there. And that's really, that has to happen. So,
well, I think at the end of the day, what we're talking about here is not just like the conversation we had with Joe and Darren and the conversation with you, is that at the end of the day, we as African Americans, all too often, we have performed for everybody else. We're the tastemakers. We make everybody else money. Black people over-index on PDAs. We are first users when it comes to these various apps, and then we love them, and we're putting stuff up. When Nick Cannon said, "I'm not putting anything on Instagram unless it's promoting something that I'm making money from," that's what he was talking about, and that's what it boils down to. And I think what happens is when you look at the people, when you look at what's happening right now, you look at photos, you look at Corbis, you look at Getty and the billions that they're making off of photos from 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago because they went around snapping up, buying archives, buying up all the archives of the civil rights photographers. And now when people are now with their websites, they're just making all this money. And for us, and where there were people who came at me who were upset with the videos that I put out, where I was talking about technology and what Teddy Riley's vision was and how he could have done it. They were like, "Look, man, this thing was for the culture. It was just for us having fun." I said, "Oh, let me be real clear." I said, while we were being entertained, Facebook was getting paid.
Right.
And I think that's the hardest part, is to get a lot of black folks out of being the end user and out of the sharecropper mentality where we were just, look, and it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal watching, listen to them, the backstories, talk about the music. But the point is this here. Babyface and Teddy Riley gave 2.5 hours of their life and their talent on a platform that was free, that added thousands of users, that they now have their data, and they now can go out and cut bigger deals with advertising companies to get more money. That's just a fact. And that's what you're dealing with here. And I think for too many of us, we had better stop thinking like sharecroppers or end users and realize, wait a minute, so if we're the influencers, why in the hell we don't influence the dollars ourselves? Final comment. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Roland.
Go ahead, final comment, go ahead.
There's no reason for Babyface, Teddy Riley, Chuck D has his, for you to have your own platform. I don't care where you go to get it. Get your own platform. I mean, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Chuck, final word.
Go to rapstation.com/app. Get the app. Then we have Rap Central Station as a live streaming source. And I keep it rap music and hip hop and try to service that. That's what I'm doing.
All right, folks.
Marcel.
Be sure to check on Friday for New Media TV, NU Media TV. Marcel, Chuck D, I appreciate both of you being on the show. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Thanks.
Sir.
I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications.